is tostada night. So all you need are some tostada shells, any kind that you want. You can even make your own if you want to. Some pinto beans. You can make your own beans if you want to. And also some tomatoes, diced tomatoes at that. Also, you'll need some hamburger meat. I actually took this hamburger meat out and defrosted it so that it could be ready today. Some sour cream. And you're also going to put some crushed red pepper, garlic powder, and garlic salt in your meat. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and start. Oh, and you're also going to need cheese. So we're going to go over here and we're going to start the meat. Alright, y'all, so what we're going to do is just open our meat here. We're going to put it in the pan. I don't know why, but I always have the habit of smelling the meat first. Oh, this is another cute idea, guys. So whenever you have meat and you're going to put it in the freezer because you buy a big pack and you want to separate it, when you put it in there, smush it like this all the way before you put it in the freezer, so that way you'll have space for other stuff, so that your freezer is not too overcrowded. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in, and I'm gonna go ahead and get these open so I can pour them in there. Whoa! All right, so we have the hamburger meat in here. One thing that I do want to point out is that I actually was just invited to a Pampered Chef party online for one of my good friends, and so I actually just purchased, and you guys will see it in the future, I actually purchased something like this for meat that's like this, that you just stick it in there and twist it and it breaks up the meat for you. I can't wait to use that because it'd be so much easier and less stressful. So I'm just breaking up the meat here. Once the meat is broken up, I'm gonna go ahead and add the seasoning that I showed you, and I'm also gonna add salt and pepper to that as well. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some seasons, some kosher salt. I can get this open. It's already starting to cook a little bit. It's not fully cooked, but it's gonna cook with the seasoning that I'm putting. It's gonna cook better. So I'm adding some pepper, and I also have my garlic powder here, and I have my garlic salt. You can put as much as you want in there. And I also have my crushed red pepper. This is going to give it a little heat, which is going to be very good. And we're just going to go ahead and cover this for a little bit and let this cook. I'm going to put it on here for about 2 minutes. After the 2 minutes, I'm actually going to drain it. And then I'm going to put it back in there and let it cook a little bit more. Alright, so I decided to go ahead and leave the juice in there. Just because I did forget that I was putting tomatoes in there. So I'm going to go ahead and put the tomatoes, the diced tomatoes that I have. And I'm actually just going to put half. I'm not going to put all. And another thing about me is that I never really know what I'm going to put in my food until I start looking in my refrigerator. And right now I was actually just cleaning it out. And I see that I have some jalapenos. I have garlic. And I also have some shrimp. But I'm going to see what I have there. I'm going to let this simmer just a bit and we'll come back. Alright, y'all. It's on there. So now it's already cooked. As you can see, it has all the juicy flavors to this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and transfer this over to a bowl and put our beans in here so we can go ahead and smush them so we can prepare it on the tostada. Alright, y'all, so since we've already took out the hamburger meat, now we're going to go ahead and put the pinto beans in here. And we're actually going to just smush them ourselves. Usually if you have a bean smasher, you can use that. If you don't, you can just use a spatula and just smush it this way. Because anyways, you're going to just smush them and then they're just going to go on the tostada shell. But go ahead and let it get hot a little bit. We're going to come back and we're going to also season this real quick with some salt. Let this simmer just a bit so that it's easier for us to smush them. Alright, y'all, so now we have the beans. As you can see, I did smush them a little bit. And now that they're ready, I'm going to go ahead and put them on the tostada shell. We're going to put the meat on there. And I don't think we have lettuce. I might want to check. But I'm going to go ahead and get this prepared, and then we're going to move over this way so that I can show you. All right, y'all. So we have the beans here. What we're going to do is just put them on the shell. You can put as much beans as you want. You can put as little beans as you want. All up to you. So you got the beans on there. Now we're going to come and get the meats. So we got the meat right here. Look how pretty that looks with all the red coloring. The red tomatoes. And usually you put lettuce and tomatoes on your tostada. But because we already put tomatoes in here, there's no need to do that. Unless you want more tomatoes. So we are going to put some lettuce, which I did finding that we did have. Usually I would make rice with this, but I didn't have the time. So we're just eating tostadas. Then I'm going to go ahead and put some sour cream on here. And don't forget the cheese. Boom, boom, boom. And then remember, you can always put your own hot sauce if you want. So there we go, guys. That is what you call homemade tostadas. Meat, cheese, tomatoes, lettuce. And then you can add your own salsa and sour cream. All right, you guys. So don't forget to subscribe. Click the link below on the left. Click the bell for new notifications. And we'll see you later. Hope you guys enjoy and try this. Bye.